Hello everyone, long time, huh? I hope you guys are all doing fine. Today's video, I want to thank one of my subscribers for sending me this link. Check out Delta Airlines, Athens to Atlanta, stops at Boston for refuel. They claim it's due to reduced performance caused by heat in Athens. So I'm going to be talking about this video today. Let's go ahead. I went ahead and clicked on the link, I watched it. So I'm going to play parts of this video, just a quick part, then we will be talking about. So let's go ahead and listen to it.
In the first week of August, Delta Flight 223 took off from Athens International Airport, or ATH, en route to Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, or ATL. However, instead of making the 11-hour or so journey non-stop, the flight consistently made a stop in Boston Logan International Airport, or BOS. What was the reason for making this seemingly unnecessary stop?
Okay, here are details of the flight. Delta DL223 flight, and it's a flight from Athens, Greece to Atlanta. And this is how this flight looks like on Google Maps. We should see a straight line coming from Athens to Atlanta. But instead, when you look at the projection, the Great Circle map, you see, as always, they claim this is the shortest route on the globe. But we covered this before, that those Great Circle routes are nothing but shortcuts through the parallel lines. Now, to make a claim that Earth is a globe, of course you have to believe all these four movements are going on right now at this moment as we speak, that the Earth is spinning on its axis at 1,000 miles per hour, traveling around the Sun at 67,000 miles per hour, while the Sun is traveling through space at 448,000 miles per hour. The whole Milky Way is racing through space at 1.4 million per hour. So you have to believe all this stuff happens. I want to remind you guys that there are no evidences that any of these movements are taking place. Globe believers, if you ask, the only proof they offer is that the stars are rotating above us, and that's how they say the Earth is spinning, as you can hear Globe Defender saying right here.
Right, based on my observation of the way the stars are moving when I'm traveling throughout the world, I have the hypothesis that we are on a rotating sphere.
So he looks up at the sky, see the stars rotating over the flat Earth, but he claims it's the Earth that's spinning, not the wheel of the sky, as being known for thousands of years in all cultures that the sky, the sun and the moon and the stars circle above Earth, not the Earth. Earth is fixed and stationary, but some people just claim that it's not the sky that's rotating, it's the Earth. So let's go ahead and listen a little bit more on the rest of this video.
However, consistently from July 31st through August 3rd, the airline operated the Athens-Atlanta service with a stopover in Boston. According to Delta, the reason came down to extreme weather in Athens.
So it doesn't really make much sense when you look at the globe why this flight is going that way, stopping at Boston. But all we have to do is just project this flight on the flat Earth map, as I'm going to do here, and you see why this flight is stopping in Boston. So there you have it. Athens and the airplane DL223 stops at Boston Airport. They say it's for fuel. Doesn't matter the reason, if it's an emergency landing, fuel. The reason they're stopping Boston because Boston is directly on the way between Athens and Atlanta. Once they cross over Canada, they are on American soil. That's where they land for refueling, and then they go on to Atlanta. So the reason they stop in Boston is because Boston is directly on the way from Athens to Atlanta when you look at the flat Earth map. The flight flies level, takes off, flies level, and lands in Boston. So we can observe this flight. The flight is level. There is no curvature, meaning no tilting of the nose of the aircraft down every few miles. No Coriolis effect, no spin of the Earth. Earth is flat and stationary, and this is how this flight goes. Stops in Boston because it's directly on the way between Athens and Atlanta. The flat Earth map makes more sense. I just want to remind you guys there are no flights coming from South America to North America, crossing the equator at a 90 degrees angle. No circumnavigation from north to south, only from east to west, as we see this reporter saying this video right here.
They began flying it around the world, from Abu Dhabi last year, with stops in India and China, then across the vast Pacific. Remember, it has no fuel. It then was on to the United States, hopscotched across America, powered only by the sun, and now it has crossed its last ocean, the Atlantic. Not much further to go.
That's how they circumnavigate around the flat Earth, from east to west, from west to east. There are no flights going from north to south, no circumnavigation, because the Earth is flat. And here, in this map, we explain why flight DL223 Delta stops at Boston when coming from Athens to Atlanta. The Earth is flat. That's all we have for today. Thanks guys for watching. I hope to see you next time. Stay safe.